Hi everybody, welcome to Archimarathon. I'm just
Got to stay hydrated.
Oh, I'm so excited. We're at the TWA Airport, 96-2.
After a 7-hour flight from Madrid, we're now in New York.
And this is the greatest place to end up. Roll. Intro.
I think you can roll anywhere here. Look at it, everything's round.
All the curbs.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be rolling down one of the corridors.
Obviously inspired by planes, wings. That's a cool spout. Wow, look at the waves of shapes.
Notice there's not that much lighting here, and then it's just like one massive lamp. So at night time, that must just go bang and hit that, which would be beautiful. And there's some spots as well. Notice the mullions as well. They're very similar to what we saw at the Madrid terminal.
Oh, yes. Holy moly.
As soon as it's so hot outside, and as soon as you come in, look, these things are flying at you. This is proper awesome. I'm so glad we came here. All of that's tiled. That's all tiled.
Yeah, tiles. Little circular tiles.
So beautiful. The two calendars that don't touch.
Oh, what? Perfect place to have a drink, but
Yeah.
you see those aero bridges?
Oh, that tunnel there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Does that lead you to the hotel room?
Yeah, you remember the scene in Catch Me If You Can?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go check that out.
Yes. Old telephones as well. It's so nostalgic. This is awesome. So good. Lighting. The lighting just spills outside. So there's like these hard downlights everywhere.
Yeah, well, the floor also curves up too.
Air.
Oh,
Coming out of that.
and just got that slight gentle curve,
Yeah.
the whole bridge. Oh, there's more here.
That's where it transitions. That's the transition we saw on the inside. Now it's like one is slowing into the other.
Yeah.
1962. Man, look at the model. It's actually sexier in the original design model. Whoa. Looks like a bra.
So this is meant to be like a recreation of Saarinen's office?
Yeah. So, yeah, you definitely need the curb stencil. He's got the plan here, drafting away the plan of the terminal.
Design of the
Furniture.
tulip chairs.
Look at the size of that model.
Wow. Original photo. Oh, the red carpet. Look at the formwork.
Sick. Before, with the formwork off before the glass goes in.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's some sketches over here. Well, it's not a sketch, that's like a 3D. Sketches.
Inside the model.
Yeah, well, it's the same as the Opera House. There were models of photos of people inside models.
Oh, look.
Oh, here we go.
Wow. That's the whole lounge area. That's where we were sitting. That's where we were talking all about the building. We're up there.
It's like a do drone shot flying through like this. Oh, there's the touching, kissing bridge.
Yeah.
That's just one half.
And that's where all of the, it tells you all about the incoming flights.
Yeah.
And then underneath is all services. So the bathrooms and things like that are down there, and the shoe shine. And then restaurants up the top here. Wow. And then what's this just living in the 60s? Buddy Holly. Old TV. Wow. I live here now. And there's no new lounge.
Yeah.
Cool. It's your mum.
What's this?
Beautiful, beautiful section. There's a whole bunch of drawings. like even a design drawing of the signboard for all of the new flights.
Wow. So these would have been the check-in counters. Now it's a snack bar. Get the tulip chairs.
I don't care if you're flying in and out of JFK. If you're just in New York, find an excuse to come here.
If you are flying out of JFK, it makes it easier. Just get on an air train, Terminal 5, follow the signs, you're here.
Yeah, and lots of signs, because obviously they're trying to, well, it feels like they want people to enjoy it. In 2019, they restored it lovingly. Like, it is so beautifully restored. Stripped away all of the mess that gets added on over time at airports, and it feels like, you can hear the music. It's the Beatles. I think it's the Beatles.
It's a lot of 60s music.
So they're just trying to bring you back to 1962, are they?
So, excuse the sound. But yes, they have really gone to full nostalgia, haven't they? They really have gone, like, they've got the worm chair, they've got the Saarinen tulip chairs everywhere.
The lighting.
The lighting, everything, all the signage, even the font.
Yeah.
The clock there.
Yeah, but it's not like Disneyland restoring. Like, this is the real deal. Like, this is beautifully restored. It's not like a theme park. It's now used as a hotel, so there's the two wings. So instead of going along these beautiful tubes to get to your aeroplane, they now go to the hotels. And what we've noticed is a lot of pilots and staff are staying in these hotels overnight. And why wouldn't you?
It'll be like in the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that golden age of aviation where this is this expression of the wings.
Yeah.
And what's funny about this is by Finnish-American architect Eero Saarinen, son of Eero Saarinen. And what's interesting about this was he was the judge for the Sydney Opera House competition. He arrived late
To the judging.
competition, yeah, and then he decided to pick out all the stuff from trash and read through all of them, and he found Jørn Knudsen's entry. And
Wait, so he was late to judging, so other judges had thrown our Sydney Opera House out.
Yes. So he was the one who saw the visionary scheme and inspired, I guess. You can see the inspiration to a certain degree here. Obviously, Opera House is much bigger than this, but because that was 1959, I think, that competition.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And this is 62, right?
Yeah. He's just going back going, right, we're doing this. That kid over there who did this, we're gonna like do that.
Hey, I don't know whether I get my passport revoked. This is better than the Opera House. Ooh. Okay, it's not. It's different. The Opera House is an incredible contribution to a bay and the way you arrive and go up. It's different. It's doing a different job.
It's much more complex structure as well.
Yeah. What's happened here, though, is the level of, you've got to think, 1962, the level of transparency through this building, like the dedication. We've got all these architects now, and we've lost Zaha Hadid, but like this kind of thing would be like what she's trying to achieve all the time. But I don't know whether she's ever done a building that has this level of transparency through it, and just the purity of this form.
It's that not only just aviation of the time as well. You know, cars were. I had a talk by what's his name, Chris Bangle. Had a talk by Chris Bangle, who was the head of BMW. He sort of describes the early cars were like houses on wheels, like carts and carriages on wheels.
Yeah.
And then it became the boat, the jet. Like the shape is this 1950s and 60s kind of streamlined, beautiful things, which the architecture obviously reflects.
Yeah.
And now we just make refrigerators.
And the good thing about the restoration is there's an old Howard Hughes plane out there. There's also, you mentioned cars and things like that. There's amazing, like there's an old combi van and some, other awesome cars from the era sitting out the front and in the foyer as well, which are just beautiful. So it gives you a great sense of the time. Underneath there's some like historical information, but it's not in the way. Like you really do feel like you've done a time warp when you come in here.
And it's really weird, like it's a hotel, but everyone just here just to chill out. No one cares. Like we're filming, no one cares.
Yeah, because there's 3 bars and they're all just totally open.
But also, there's just lots of places, like around where it says right next to us, the Ambassadors Club. We thought there would be some sort of membership thing to go in there. You go in there, there's no staff, and the most beautiful sitting areas and lounges. Like if you had to spend a whole heap, if you had like a terrible layover, but not enough to stay in the hotel, you would come and stay here for hours and hours. Like, what about just that little garden bench over there?
All of it, yeah.
It's very symmetrical the way you enter it, and you see straight through to where the flickering board is with all of the times on it, out to the tarmac where they've got the Howard Hughes plane, and then these other two wings where there's little restaurants and cafes. But of course, right in the middle is the bridge that goes over the top, and we noticed, didn't we, when we arrived, they don't touch.
Yeah.
It's a little two little cantilevers.
It's that tension. I mean, same as the entry of the skylight along that strip. It's like these two halves coming together, but just not quite touching.
Tension's a really good word, which goes back to that the aeroplane and aluminium and everything under stress and just getting the fine tuning the engineering. There's a tension. And that's sort of the beauty of it all.
They almost feel like catenary curves, as if this is just a natural form of curvature for fabric or things under tension. You know, that's what catenary curves are.
Yeah, which then makes me think of Gaudi and all of his experiments. But what's great about this is actually, I'm pretty pro decoration. I do quite like adding detail, which Gaudi would do. This works so well in how stripped back it is. And like, look at those lights. You probably know who designed them. Spherical lights.
Who designed?
Yeah. It was probably Saarinen, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the lack of decoration, actually...
Is it though? Is it lack of decoration, do you think?
Well, you know, Gaudi would have had all these spirals and things hanging out everywhere and flowers, all of the Art Nouveau gear. Like you said, it's the finish thing. We always talk about Alto doing it, but it's where you...
Whoa!
Wait. Oh, I spilled my beer. Shit, I'm going...
Oh, God.
I'm going to get deported. Hang on, I need to get some cloths for that.
Yep. You didn't see this. Fix that.
Jesus, I can't believe it. I'm going to get kicked out. I really am sorry. It's fixed. Everybody stay calm. It's Kevin's fault. I feel like we could talk about this for hours.
Oh, look, I think this place you can just sit here and just chill out. I'm tempted to just stay here for like a while just to relax and enjoy this space. It's rare that you get a space like it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. I totally agree. I was actually thinking the same thing. I'm not hungry right now. Let's stay here until we get hungry and then go over to that restaurant there. Look at those lamps.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. We might be here for a while.
There's that sort of theatre that you get, almost alto, like you come in, like you can see everyone come in and arrive. It's this beautiful theatre, and you can see everyone as well.
And we've noticed. That's a good point. We've noticed people come in as well that are nerds like us that are photographing things. But
how can you not photograph this? So like everywhere you look, it's like, that's a great shot, that's a great shot, that's a great shot.
So people have come here specifically for this. And, you know, this is an airport, so there's tourists, lots of tourists. But nothing feels touristy about this. It just feels like, as intended, just a great lounge to spend some time in.
Yeah.
So I noticed that there were like two people that were obviously architects, and they kind of took a couple of photos, and then they just sort of melted back into one of the chairs and just went, "Oh, I'm just staying here."
Just come here early and just chill out here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Use this as a lounge.
What time do we fly?
Yeah, we're going to go to Chicago next, and we're going to meet up with Stuart Hicks and our friend Kurt, who's got a podcast.
We depart at 8:30 in the morning.
Oh shit. Okay. Maybe not. It's just too chilled. Look at this. I thought it'd be like, you know, it's because this is a hotel foyer technically. I thought it'd be like, no photos, sir.
Have you seen anybody you would describe as security? But there's staff here that are wait staff.
But you think it's just because it's such a nice design, people just respect it? I
reckon.
I wonder.
This does something to the human animal. Like mentioning the people, the architects, and melting into their chairs. Like this makes you mellow out. And you know, he's Finnish. You refer to there being familiarity. You know Finnish architecture better than anybody not in Finland. Yeah, I could. This has the vibe of so many beautiful Finnish libraries that we've been to. The light, yeah, and the calmness.
And it's not quiet per se, but it is. It just feels peaceful. Just wow! I was not expecting this.
No.
And look, I've seen it from the outside in about 13 years ago, but it was still kind of a terminal, so it was a bit more hectic, and you couldn't really come in. I think it was closed by that time. You said you'd been in here originally.
Yeah.
So
Same
yeah,
thing.
this is lovingly restored. It's just a great experience. Cannot rave enough about this. And you know, we just came from another great terminal,
Yeah.
Barajas Terminal 4 by Richard Rogers.
That episode. All right. Well, we need to now find a reason to leave.
There is no reason.
There is no reason to leave. They have beer. This is all very comfortable. There's
And there are
people-
different spots we can go and hang out at.
So I think we live here now. We're in America, and I just said we live here now. So does that now suddenly I'm an illegal immigrant?
What?
No. Yeah, that means you're sleep deprived.
No one's telling me off yet. Let's see how long
Well,
you
get
can.
your shoes off it. Just show some goddamn. I'm telling you off. Hang on, you're meant to tell me off.
Yeah,
You're the adult.
yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have you been here? Have you been here before 2019 when it was just the terminal? Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. Make an excuse to come here. Honestly, this is, I'm going to say it,
Don't.
one of my favourite places in the world.
Wow. Oh, I think it is too for me.
Yeah.
It suddenly just went. We've been doing top fives in our tour.
Spain, Portugal's got some of the best contemporary architecture there is. And we've just flown in from there. We're like, this has blown us away.
Yeah.
Make an excuse. Come here.
Have a drink.
We love you guys.